President.
The senator from Alabama.
In March of this year, I delivered remarks right here on the Senate floor about a piece of legislation, bipartisan, common sense, child care legislation. I spoke about how the Republican Party is now the party of parents, the party of families, the party of hard-working Americans. I spoke about how we, as the party of life, the party of families, should prioritize ways to make it easier to both start and grow our families. Since then, more and more colleagues have joined the Child Care Availability and Affordability Act. As we work to build back America, it just makes sense. I was proud to introduce this legislation with Senator Tim Kaine, and we believe it will help address our nation's child care crisis. Supporters are both Republicans and Democrats. They're both parents and grandparents who understand how incredibly difficult it is to find affordable, high-quality, reliable child care. I've spoken about my own personal story in this chamber, but today I want to speak for the millions of moms and dads who don't just want Congress to do something about this. They need Congress to do something. Recent polls show that 81% of America, think about that, in the time that we are right now, 81% of America believe affordable and available childcare is an issue that everyone should be concerned with, regardless of whether they have children or not. 72% of Republicans say increasing federal funding for childcare is an important priority and a good use of taxpayer dollars. 70% of independents and 90% of Democrats agree. 3 out of every 4 Americans believe that the lack of childcare impacts the ability of businesses to function effectively and consistently. The message from voters is absolutely crystal clear. It's not just parents of young children who are impacted by the lack of affordable and available childcare. It is small business owners, neighbors, grandparents, and friends. This issue cuts across different demographics and party lines. It is a struggle that Congress absolutely should address. I believe the solution is my child care legislation, the Child Care Availability and Affordability Act. This plan consists of targeted investments in families and small businesses. It modernizes 3 existing tax credits to reflect the current economic reality. This is an example of good common sense policymaking. We are not creating a new entitlement. We are letting Americans keep more of their hard-earned taxpayer dollars in a manner that actually grows the economy. And we're offering job creators an incentive to invest directly in their hard-working people that have child care needs, and those benefits would help. These tax credits have not been updated since 2001, so almost 25 years ago. Unfortunately, inaction by Congress has contributed to the crisis. The American economy loses $122 billion a year because of the lack of affordable child care. In contrast, my bill would cost just over $4 billion a year. You can do that math. Imagine the boost to our economy if we made this targeted investment in workers and in families. Consider a parent who may be a low-income individual, many of whom find the high cost of childcare to be the single biggest barrier in re-entering the workforce. We could empower those parents to get back to work and move off government assistance. This is exactly the kind of pro-family, pro-Main Street, pro-worker legislation that has the ability to both transform our economy and support families. I want to thank my colleagues who have already signed on. and most recently, the senior senator from Alabama, Tommy Tuberville, and the senior senator from Arizona, Mark Kelly. I am encouraged by the amount of support this legislation continues to build, but we can't stop now. They are counting on Republicans, the American people, to be that party of families, the party of parents, the party of hardworking Americans, and to actually deliver. I believe the American people are firmly behind us, and I want to encourage all of my colleagues to join with me in this effort. We are elected to serve the needs of our constituents, and when the American people speak out about those needs, we have an obligation to listen and to do something about it.